Hello, hello. Thanks for stopping by. My name is Ruby. This is Ruby Read, and today I have another reading vlog for you. It's the second week in February, which means it's the second week of me reading for the SIMS readathon hosted by Ashley of the channel of Fiction Fantasy. I will link that below. I'm on Team Newbie. We're doing our best. So last week I finished off by teasing whether or not I was going to finish The Office of Historical Corrections, and I did finish that on Tuesday, so the first day of this vlog, which was yesterday, and I didn't vlog, so whatever that means. We're here now. I gotta say, mixed feelings. Overall, good feelings about this book. I'm really glad that I read this. I've had it on my shelf for a while and I was just nervous to read the short stories, but I'm glad that I read it because I did really like some of them. I'm not gonna share too much about any of the plots because I think that would all be spoilers, but there are 6 short stories and 1 novella, and they all, or most of them, deal with race and racism. But in some cases, that's just because they are stories about a Black woman in the world. So that's sort of the overall theme. That's kind of what ties this whole collection together. I will say that, yeah, they weren't all successful as a story to me, but I think short stories are so subjective, and also, like, I have already said a bunch that I don't really tend to enjoy them, so I don't think I'm gonna rate this book on Goodreads for that reason, because I just really didn't know how, and I don't feel like, I don't know, it didn't feel fair to give this book not like a stellar rating just because I read it knowing that I maybe wasn't gonna like it. So I won't be trying short stories again anytime soon, but I will say that the novella, which is the title of the collection, comes from the novella. It's about a fictional government office of historical corrections. That's not what it's actually called, but basically just correcting the historical record in anywhere it needs to be corrected, not dealing with any events that are recent, only historical, at least 1 year old. And it's about one woman working there and kind of how she ended up there and some of the corrections that she has to make, and then that's all I can say about it. But when I was about halfway through that short story or that novella, I was like, ugh, this either should have been a short story or it should just be a book. There's no way that this is gonna satisfy me. But then by the end of it, I was thrilled. Not thrilled, but I was glad that it was a novella. It was the perfect length. It did whatever it wanted to do. It did it. It worked. I had lots of feelings. I was glad that I finished this whole collection because that was amazing. So yeah, that was perfect, and that was my 3rd book for the Sims readathon. And I wanted to do something a little bit different for this week, I guess. Instead of me picking the books, I'm gonna ask Connor to pick the books for me. So I did already do the first one. I set up all of the books on my bookshelf that fulfill a prompt that I haven't already fulfilled, and I just asked Connor to pick one. So you can take a look at how that went.
Honestly, I don't even need to look at these because I know the one that I want you to read most is this, because I know you've read the others in this series and you really enjoyed them, and I love when you tell me about it. So this is the one that I want to hear about the most, okay. Which is why this is my choice for this episode of Connor Picks the Next Book That Ruby's Gonna Read.
Yay! It's her, everyone. It's her. I'm gonna read Ship of Magic. I didn't vlog at all yesterday. I just was kind of feeling a little bit frazzled and not very put together, and so I knew that if I sat down and tried to talk about the Office of Historical Corrections, I was gonna do a worse job than I just did today. Hopefully I can edit it into something that makes sense. And I thought that I would start reading this last night, but I actually didn't. I haven't started this yet, but tonight I will. This book is 809 pages long, so it will fulfill not only my live in large I think, 500 plus pages book. It's also a fantasy, which is the Make and Magic pack prompt. And I think that it will fulfill the vacation one about a trip or a journey. So 800 pages, but 3 prompts, so that'll be great. And I've been wanting to read this since I finished the Farseer Trilogy by Robin Hobb. This takes place in the same world, but it has a totally different cast of characters and whatever. As far as I know, and this is only from hearing other people talk about this book, I have not read the back. It follows a girl, and she inherits a boat, I think, and the boats are alive, but for the boats to become alive, 3 consecutive members of a family, like 3, have to die on board the ship, and then the ship becomes alive. And that's what this book is about. But it's 800 pages, so there's got to be more than just the ship comes alive, you know? But I don't know the rest of the plot. Really excited to be reading that, although I am intimidated. Okay, kids' books, Lee Child, of course, Club Dead, oh my god, the Charlene Harris, these are the, you know, the True Blood things. Okay, nothing in there that I want, but Connor did skirt to the side of the road at this campsite for me to check this out. Mugs. Connor went into some store to get some snacks and candies and treats while we're here in Julian and came out with these mugs. This one has cows on it. Cows! And this one is so cute and beautiful. Alright, Friday afternoon, I'm sitting outside with the dog. It's that part of the day where we have to just sit in the sun for a little bit. And I did bring my book. Bless you. I did bring my book. Sometimes we sit out here for kind of a while. Just depends on how nice it is. I don't know. Yesterday after lunch, after the hike, we grabbed lunch with Kayla. I don't have any footage of that, but it was really nice. And then we came home and I basically just crashed. I don't know. I was just exhausted and I took a nap and then I woke up and I kind of had a migraine, so I went back to sleep. But today I woke up feeling good, in a good mood, ready to finish up all the stuff that I needed to do this week and then enjoy my book. And I am enjoying my book, all 60 pages. Oh my gosh. I'm enjoying all 60 pages of my book. I'm enjoying Ship of Magic. I'm starting to understand the world and some of the characters and relationships and stuff. And I am reminded of how much I loved the other Robin Hobb books that I read. I'm right back. I'm about it. I'm so excited to be reading it. I'm glad Connor picked it for me. But I'm sorry that hasn't resulted in too much content so far. It's honestly probably 83 degrees right now, which is nuts because last week I was so chilly and now I'm so hot. All right, I'm gonna try to read a little bit before I go back inside and make lunch for everybody. Yay. Okay, dinner is in the works. These are some vegetables, and these are even more vegetables, but we're not done yet. Well, I think that's all the vegetables actually. Okay, voila. It actually doesn't look very good on camera, I guess, but it's gonna taste good. Okay, I'm out on the bay today, just enjoying the sun, reading a little bit just by myself. Well, that crow is here also. And I'm reading Ship of Magic, and I'm really sorry because it's Saturday. There's 3 more days of this vlog, and I'm probably not gonna start another book or finish this book, obviously. But that's fine. Haircut. Why did we zoom the wrong way? But yeah, for the bird's nest. Another one of these eggy croissant sandwiches that Connor made, and like, can I just tell you guys that this stuff is so good? It says it on there, but it actually is so good. If you ever see it, I swear to God, it's the best. It goes on everything. And it's not spicy. Okay, today was a day. I had a lovely afternoon sitting in the sun down by the bay, and I tried to get some thoughts on camera, but between the wind and this crow that would simply not leave me alone, and like children playing and laughing and screaming, those clips are garbage. So what I just wanted to say is Ship of Magic is going off. It's what is it, Saturday? Yeah. And I'm just like having a good time, and I'm not like craving something else. Usually whenever I'm reading a book, I'm like, I have another book that I'm also reading, but I'm not reading anything else right now. I'm not even listening to the audiobook that I really need to listen to for my book club. I'm just reading Ship of Magic, and like that's the only story I'm interested in. I'm about 100 pages in right now, 110 or something, after my park thing this morning, because yeah, I've just been like doing stuff. I gave Connor a haircut outside, which was way overdue, and we actually went to a baby shower, but I didn't get any vlog stuff while we were there because I didn't want to be weird. Anyway, just like a couple of little updates about Ship of Magic. The first is that I intended to read it for the prompt over 500 pages and fantasy. I knew that I was going to get to fill those 2 prompts with the book, but now I am realizing that I can also use it for multi-POV and the travel voyage, whatever one, because they're going all over the place. So that's cool. I want to read as many books as I can for this, so I want to be doubling up like as little as possible, but also I don't want to like push myself to rush through this book so that I can get to someone else when I'm actually enjoying it, and I'm enjoying it. So let me just talk also a little bit about what it's about, because now I know. So the overall concept is that in this world, there is a wood called Wizardwood. Have not yet gotten the deets on like where you get it, but I don't think you can get it anymore, or maybe it's just really hard or dangerous or something, whatever. They build boats out of it, and then once 3 members of a family have died on deck, like their spirits or whatever, bring the boat to life. And so then it's like really fast, really powerful, really whatever, I don't know, it's like the best boat ever because it's alive. And so those boats are really valuable, they're really expensive, they're whatever. And the part of the world that Robin Hobb created, that we are in for this series, is all about trading in the sea. So everyone's a trader or a pirate or involved with traders or pirates. So we're following one pirate, Kenneth, I think. He is a captain of a ship, and I think he wants a live ship, but you know, he can't like just buy one. He also kind of wants to be like a pirate king or something. He's not doing great. And but he introduced this concept that there are like charms that can be made out of the same wizard wood, like a little magic talisman or something. So it's not just for boats, but it's mostly for boats. Okay, and then we have Althea, and her father is the third generation of captains, or her dad has to die on their boat, their family boat, and then it will become a live ship. So he's on his deathbed, but he's not on the boat at this exact moment. But while he was like ill, he gave control of the ship over to his son-in-law, Althea's brother-in-law, not his son-in-law. Wait, yeah. Anyway, so Althea's still on the boat, but her brother-in-law does not respect her, doesn't think she should be on the boat. He's like, she's not a sailor, she's just a girl, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, whatever, she wants to be captain of the boat. So there's that struggle going on. And so Althea is the second point of view. And then the third point of view is Althea's mom, Veronica, I think. And she is taking care of her husband who's on his deathbed. But she's also dealing with a lot of other stuff going on, like on the land portion of their like family holdings. Like they have the boat and they are traders, but they also have like farmland and stuff. But and that was like supplemental income to help pay off their mad expensive boat. But there's like all this like political upheaval. Basically, a lot of the traders have started bringing in slaves to work in fields, and there's some like political drama, I think, that's going to be unfolding surrounding that issue. But it also just is highlighting the fact that this family is like maybe not doing the best financially. And there was also a chapter from the point of view of, I guess it would be Althea's nephew, a young boy who is like was given over to the church. He's like becoming a monk or a priest or something. And we also got a small point of view from a live ship that has not interacted with any of our other characters or anything, so I don't know like where or when the ship is, but we got some of the ship's perspective, so that was very interesting. And oh my god, I might also be able to make this book work for the animal prompt, because there was something about sea snakes. The very first chapter, no spoilers, okay? Nothing, I'm not spoiling anything. But the first chapter of this book is from the perspective of some sea snakes. And I don't know if they're like magic sea snakes. Seems like they are. I don't know what's gonna happen with the sea snakes, okay? But they're there, and if they come back, then I'm gonna count this for animals too. And that's really all I had to say. Like as soon as I started reading this, I was like, felt so pleased. Once again, I love her. Wow. An icon. And worth the hype or whatever. So, and you could absolutely read this book without having read any of the other stuff. Like this could, I mean, I think people say that, but you always feel like you want to start with the first one at the beginning, but you don't have to. Just some hilarious real life stuff where I put some books under my arm because I am wearing my wrist brace today while I'm working. It's probably fine. I mean, it is definitely fine, my wrist, but I couldn't use my mouse without elevating my silly little arm. Yay. Okay, yeah, so I didn't vlog on Valentine's Day. It is what it is. I did, just work a bunch and then hang out with Connor. That's what I did. And I think I read one single page yesterday. It's fine. We're 160 pages into the 800 and something Ship of Magic situation, so that's that's it, okay? That's just, that's it. I certainly didn't read very much this week, and sometimes it's just like that, so I'm still going to post this vlog because I made it, so I'm gonna post it. But yeah, I just really feel like I missed a lot of things that happened to me this week. They're not here. But you know what? I'm gonna get better, and that's all there is to it. What you have to look forward to next week is more reading, and I'm actually going to be getting my first haircut in over 2 years. And I am going to be starting another book. Will it be a book that fits a prompt for my SIMS readathon? You know what? Maybe not. But maybe. You won't know unless you come back for the next vlog or follow me on Goodreads. Alright. Thank you so much for watching, for hanging out with me this week. Sorry there wasn't more reading, but you know what? That's life, and that's the vlog. So I will see you back here next week. I appreciate every like, comment, and subscribe. So keep that up. And yeah, that's it. I'm done. Goodbye.